It's a journal that I bought a couple, probably almost 2 years ago. I bought it at a flea market. It's this book right here. It's a leather journal. This guy was selling it, and I was like, whoa, this book looks out of some fantasy story because of the rock too and how it was made. And also this books, you find them in store, like true leather ones. You find them in the store for like almost $30. And this guy sold it to me for $5, so I thought it was really awesome because I was like, man, this book, this journal looks taken out of the never-ending story, something like that. It looked so magical that I even thought, what if I write in it and everything I write it comes true? I have a very imaginative mind, so that's why. So yeah, I'm gonna read out of it. I use it to write poems that I make or that other people make that I like, because I'm a very, I'd say a very poetic person. I love to make poetry and I like to hear poetry. So yeah, I'm gonna start with a poem that I made. Let me show you. If you can see it, it's called A Feeling. I wrote it like a year ago, I think. And on one of those kind of melancholic, depressing nights that I always have late at night because I am a night owl. So, once again, the poem is called A Feeling. I hope you enjoy. Loneliness came in an unpleasant package. A loud, roaring feeling of sadness, sufferment, and anxiety, crushing my lungs with the strong force of a grip, leaving me breathless as tears sprung down my cheeks and felt the scars around my fist. I was reminded of the emptiness, the feeling of incompleteness and shatteredness of not having someone to confide in. But I guess back then I wasn't mature enough to know that nobody could ever love me as much as I could love myself. Yet that isn't enough sometimes. We want to feel the presence of a callous body, the warm embrace of someone who can whisper tenderly in our ear that everything will be okay. Everything's okay. That someone who can be our pillar to hold us in place from falling into something bigger than ourselves. I can't be is nothing at all. I have only slipped away into the next room. I am I, and you are you. Whatever we were to each other, that we still are. Call me by my old familiar name. Speak to me in the easy way which you always used. Put no difference in your tone. Wear no forced air of solemnity. So I'm going to start now. This poem is a little longer, so just to let you know. Let me see. It says, in my dreams, I lose the concept of time. It's something that I